Mr. Peter Ying San Mao, who is a Chinese foreign exchange trader. How would you prove the existence of Allah to a non-believer?
Existence of Allah can be proved to the non-believers by looking at the creation of the world, at everything. It's amazing how scientists close their eyes to these things. In my book, Revelation, I have revealed many things which are positive proof that evolution is not blind evolution. Everything created has a purpose and has a mechanism which cannot come into being automatically through any evolution. First of all, there was a question of genes, and the scientists know that there are genes and they cannot give any evidence of their evolution. Where did they come into? Where did they start from? How from dead earth suddenly the genes sprang up? And among other things, the most surprising thing is chlorophyll. Although the scientists try to give evolutionary history of other materials necessary for the development and maintenance of life, they can't give a single explanation as to how chlorophyll was evolved. There is no history of evolution of chlorophyll at all. And without chlorophyll, life could not exist. The green grass which the cows and other milking animals eat, it has chlorophyll. And it is only by the virtue of that chlorophyll that everything is converted into other chemicals. The entire phenomenon of getting milk and fat from out of grass and bones and brain and all the organs of the human body, they all are due to the presence of chlorophyll, without which these bodies could not exist. So to cut the matter short, I'll advise you, if you know English very well, I hope you do, to get a copy of my book Revelation and go through this chapter. You'll be amazed to find that the question raised against the scientists which can never be answered by them. I go for a morning walk daily where I hear nowadays the sound of woodpecker. Now, scientists know very well that the woodpecker strikes at the trunk of the tree to scare the worms hidden within so that they come out, like you knock at the door and somebody comes out, just to eat them. But they strike so hard that their brain should have gone it would have gone kaput completely by the first or two strikes only. But they have a cushioning system between their beaks and the brain. And that cushion which is created in between, which does not exist in the form of, in the beak of any other bird, only in the beak of the woodpecker. That takes the load and cushions it, so the strike force, so that it is subdued when it reaches the brain. Now tell me, how could it have become possible by evolving? when was the first woodpecker created? And if he stuck with the same pose, he would have been destroyed and killed. But how many generations of woodpeckers were killed before they evolved to this state? When they were killed, what was left there for evolution at all to work on woodpeckers? So if you open your eyes, you can see the existence of God day and night in everything created. Consider yourself. You have a beautiful design. You have eyes, you have brain, you have ears. And whatever the message of eye to the brain is conveyed through some ducts with electrical messages. And they are preserved in the brain somewhere. So much so that you remember the incident of seeing something from your childhood, and it is preserved in the brain, and you, whenever you want to recall it, you immediately get it. Where is it preserved and how this system of brain works and so on and so forth? The tales you can tell about your own body are unlimited. What the scientists have studied about the brain is only superficial so far. But volumes upon volumes are written about the surface of the brain. What is happening inside it, they don't know. So if you want to learn about the existence of God, try to look at the things around you with contemplation and depth. And try sometimes to think about yourself. How were you made? How your eyes came into being? How the complicated system of your ears came into being, and all that. So I think for the time being, let it suffice. And I hope you will read the relevant chapter in my book, Revelation, where all these things are answered.